Monday Night Raw. JR the King here for what promises to be an exciting event. We have officially started the road to WrestleMania. With the Royal Rumble mere weeks away, everyone is jockeying for a spot in the match.
Not everyone, JR. We need some superstars left for the actual championship matches at the pay-per-view.
Well, King, the winner of tonight's matches will compete on next week's Raw to be named #1 contender to the WWE Championship.
Are you serious? Is it too late for me to get a match tonight?
I'm afraid so, King.
Oh, great. That means I'm stuck with you all night again.
I know you want to...
And here we go. Chris Jericho and Jeff Hardy, one-on-one, to determine who will be in next week's Fatal 4-Way match to decide the #1 contender for the WWE Championship.
This matchup can be summed up in one word: explosive. Ow, what an elbow.
Jericho has to be on his game tonight, facing the tough and resilient Jeff Hardy.
Resilient is right. Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR.
A swift kick to the opponent.
There's the code breaker. He could pin him right here, JR.
1, 2, there's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
Y2J is one of the most determined athletes in the...
He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
What a crushing bulldog.
He's sizing it up. It's Jericho with the code breaker. Jericho and Hardy aren't exactly friends. They don't invite each other to Sunday dinner, but they do respect each other's ability and act. Oh no, that last shot busted him open, and the blood is flowing freely.
There's nothing fancy about that.
A simple move that sets up bigger things.
Code breaker. Good night. Just listen to his body crash into the ground. And he hits him with an impressive combination of kicks. He's obviously not feeling too threatened, JR.
Y2J has slapped on the walls of Jericho.
That's it. The match is over.
Jericho defeated a very determined Jeff Hardy tonight.
Is Shane McMahon coming out to congratulate him?
We now have our 4 competitors for next week's #1 contender Fatal 4-Way match. The others are...
What was that all about?
It seems like someone is playing mind games with Chris Jericho. main event pits four formidable superstars in a fatal four-way match.
The winner will compete for the WWE Championship at Royal Rumble, JR. That's a prize fit for a king.
Each of these four will need to be at their best tonight.
Hey, Junior.
What do you want, Jericho?
Maybe world peace, the jetpack? But why don't you start by telling me why you put up that code?
Jericho, I didn't do anything.
I was talking to some of the crew after the show, and they said you were nosing around the production booth. You don't look like an IT guy to me.
I'm not telling you anything.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
Talk!
No!
Flap your lips!
I'm gonna break it.
I'm not telling you. Okay, I give up. I'll talk.
Now spill it, or I spill you.
Okay, listen, Chris, don't shoot the messenger. Last night I got an envelope full of money and instructions to play a DVD after your match.
You didn't make the video?
No, I swear.
I've got my eye on you.
I hear voices in my head.
Mister!
This is going to be a grueling match tonight. 4 superstars enter the ring, but only one leaves as the #1 contender for the WWE title.
And not just any superstars. Shawn Michaels, Mr. Kennedy, Chris Jericho, and Randy Orton. 4 of the toughest competitors out there today.
You might say Chris Jericho's already warmed up after his altercation.
He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
A vicious stomp.
There's the pin.
There's the uppercut. And he strikes the opponent.
Code breaker. Good night.
Here's the cover, JR.
1, 2.
Did you see that? What an impact. A sharp kick wearing down his opponent. A hard right hand knocking his opponent down.
Oh, did you see that?
He drops the elbow. Hey, maybe Finley's lying, King. Maybe it was him and him alone that created it.
So you mean the Irishman?
Wham! What a cold breaker. This match will determine the champion.
And now a pin. This could be it.
Who's it going to be? Mr. Kennedy, HBK, the Legend Killer, or Y2J? Who's going to face Cena for the...
He may get the 3 count here.
1, 2, 3.
And the Heartbreak Pin's been eliminated. And he goes for the neck break. And a jaw-jacking punch. And he strikes the opponent with a quick kick.
Ow, that was a serious shot there.
What a fierce kick. A bulldog, smashing the opponent's skull into the ground.
What a reversal.
And he hits the neck breaker.
What a crushing bulldog.
This looks like bad news for his opponent.
He uses his entire body for an incredible tackle. He takes his opponent down with a flying forearm. Bulldog headlock, driving the opponent face first to the floor. A sharp kick where Jericho with the code breaker.
Oh no, it looks like he's donned the proverbial crimson mask.
A bulldog, smashing the opponent's skull into the ground.
He hits his opponent with the elbow.
And he lights up his opponent's chest with that chop.
There's the code breaker. What a neck breaker. Really working on the opponent's head.
There's the pin.
1,
2. He was a split second away from a 3 count. Here's the pin. Could this be it? 2. Is that? No, only 2.
What a kick that was.
that was an impressive suplex.
Look at that. No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. 2.
Oh, what a painful kick. Code breaker. Good night. Are you kidding me?
What a striking chop, jarring the opponent's chest.
I think we're beginning to see the effects of this wham.
What a code break.
What a brutal match. The referee should step in there and stop this thing. Looks like he's trying for a pin here. 2.
And he strikes with the elbow. Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
What a nasty elbow.
This could be a pinfall.
1,
2, 3.
Kennedy has been eliminated. And And he strikes the opponent. Jericho with the code breaker.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
1, 2.
He catches his opponent with an elbow.
What a vicious chop. What a crushing bulldog.
We all know what's coming next.
Uh-oh, it's the walls of Jericho.
Oh my gosh, it's over, JR.
Chris Jericho is the #1 contender.
Counting Finley, he beat 4 other men tonight.
He's only got to beat one at Royal Rumble to become WWE champion.
John Cena is no ordinary man, JR.
Welcome to Raw. Tonight's show is highlighted by tag team action, including 2 men who tangled last week, Chris Jericho and Finley.
That's later, though, JR. First, we get a Divas match. And speaking of Divas, the Diva Search contest is starting up again soon. Woohoo!
Come on, King. What have I told you about getting too much drool on your headset? We don't want to have another short circuit.
You want to keep your eye on me, Jerry?
My name is Finley, and I...
It was 2 weeks ago that Chris Jericho and Jeff Hardy battled it out for an opportunity to face John Cena at the Royal Rumble. Now, can these 2 proud competitors put aside their differences and concentrate on the task at hand?
The task at hand? You make it sound like they're going grocery shopping. These guys are fighting Finley and Snitsky.
Chris Jericho won a grueling fatal 4-way match against the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Legend Killer Randy Orton, and Mr. Kennedy that set him up as the #1 contender for a shot at the title.
I wouldn't say he won that match as much as he survived it, JR. That was just an all-out war.
Win! What a code breaker! You can bet that Jericho...
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
A count of 2, and the referee's hand was coming down for the 3.
And he strikes the opponent with a quick kick.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
He catches his opponent with an elbow. Not only does Chris Jericho have to face Finley and Snitsky, and
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. That's nowhere near a 3 count. You can't question the heart of it.
There's the code breaker.
Oh no, that last shot busted him open, and the blood is flowing freely. 2, 3.
And that's all she wrote, JR. It's over.
Jericho seemed to blame Finley for that code mess a few weeks back, but it looks like he got his revenge.
I'm sure the other superstars don't mind that he's been preoccupied, JR. They'll take any advantage they can get.
You're watching Monday Night Raw. The WWE Championship will be on the line this weekend at the Royal Rumble. But tonight, the Intercontinental Champion will be defending his title.
Needing to defend your championship days before a pay-per-view is borderline cruel. If I were him, I'd file for an extension.
This is WWE, King, not taxes. It doesn't work like that.
What's up, Jericho? I want you to realize this. If you become the champion,
We're underway, and this weekend, King, Shawn Michaels will be in the Royal Rumble. Chris Jericho has a chance to become the WWE Champion, but tonight it's simply Y2J versus HBK and a classic match.
Both men know they can't look beyond their opponents tonight. Chris Jericho's fought a hard road to earn the #1 contender spot. Not only did he beat Mr. Kennedy and Randy Orton in a fatal four-way, he beat this man too, Shawn Michaels.
And I can tell you, that fact's not lost on HBK. You gotta think he wants to pay Jericho some measure of revenge.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
And he hits the neck breaker. Styles make matches.
Jericho nails the lion saw.
He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh, JR. That's it. The match is over.
What a win going into Royal Rumble.
I'm starting to believe Jericho can...
Someone is sure trying to get under the #1 contender's skin. We'll see if he can overcome this and John Cena at Royal Rumble. It's Royal Rumble. Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is good old JR, along with my colleague, Jerry the King Lawler.
It takes true royalty like me to appreciate the Royal Rumble, JR. This may be my favorite pay-per-view event.
30 superstars are battling for what Chris Jericho is getting tonight. A shot at the WWE Championship.
But for Jericho, John Cena is an imposing roadblock in his path.
It's taken a long time for Chris Jericho to get here, but it was worth the wait. He beat Jeff Hardy. Then he went through Orton, Kennedy, and Shawn Michaels to earn this chance at facing John Cena for the WWE Championship. A sharp kick wearing down his opponent.
He hits his opponent with the elbow.
And the neck breaker connects. Those ominous messages that keep haunting.
Code breaker. Good night. There you go. I love it.
What? He's got a two. There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure. And he strikes the opponent with a quick kick.
Good night. That'll put you out for the count.
This is a historic night that's only becoming more momentous with each passing match.
Win!
What a code break!
Chris Jericho beats John Cena tonight. It'll be a short, bittersweet victory.
He almost had the 3 count right there, JR.
What a brutal match! The referee should step in there and stop this thing. He catches his opponent with an elbow.
Listen to that chop echo throughout the arena.
He's going in for the...
There's the code breaker.
1, 2. A count of 2, and the referee's hand was coming down for the 3. Bulldog headlock, driving the opponent face first to the floor.
And he strikes with the elbow.
And he lights up his opponent. Jericho with the code breaker.
There's the pin.
1, 2. He was a split second away from a 3 count. A striking elbow staggering the opponent. Rope break. And he lights up his opponent's chest with that chop.
Code breaker. Good night.
1, 2.
Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR.
And he lights up his opponent's chest with that chop.
Look out. Here, win.
What a code break.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
1, 2. He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
What a crushing bulldog. I'd hate to be on the receiving end of this.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. 1, 2. Is that? No, only 2.
Wow, what a match, JR.
terrible end to an otherwise great broadcast. The nerve of that masked assailant. Coming off an unbelievable Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. But thanks to some masked vigilante, the main event was ruined.
Someone really didn't want Jericho to win the WWE Championship.
I'll bet he'll have something to say about it tonight.
Some people consider me a victim for what happened at the Royal Rumble. But the real victim is whoever did this. The message you sent was easy to decipher. You didn't want me to be WWE champion. My doctor tells me I should be at home resting, but I'm here to give you a code of your own. I will get you.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Maybe you should listen to your doctor's advice, Chris. I assure you, the WWE office is conducting a thorough investigation.
Well, I feel a whole lot better about things, Shane. All the same, I'm gonna handle this on my own.
I guess you didn't hear me, so I'll repeat myself. I'm demanding that you go home and get some rest. Fine, you're so determined to stay in the ring, you have a match right now. In fact, make it a no disqualification match.
Chris Jericho is clearly at a disadvantage in this contest. Shane McMahon showing no respect or consideration for Y2J by putting him in this impromptu match.
And this match isn't just against anyone. It's against a wrestling god. And it's a no disqualification match.
And the self-proclaimed wrestling god, JBL's in a foul mood after losing his Intercontinental. Jericho with the code breaker.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
Dude, he almost had the 3 count right there, JR.
Bulldog headlock, driving the opponent face first to the floor. Jericho can't be happy.
And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh, he might make his opponent tap right here. Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
And he lights up his opponent's chest with that chop.
Here's what the fans came to see.
It's the walls of Jericho. Oh my! Just bursting those capillaries in their chest. It seems dubious that Shane McMahon wouldn't want Jericho investigating who that masked assailant was.
Shane's taking this very serious, JR, and I'm sure he's running a thorough investigation.
I think this one's almost over, JR. I don't even know how these superstars are still going.
Uh-oh, it's the walls of Jericho! What a lethal series of kicks!
You're not going to get him with that one.
A striking elbow staggering the opponent.
And here he goes, taking advantage of a stunned opponent.
The question on every...
He's locked on the walls of Jericho!
I don't believe it. The match is over.
Shane McMahon sure doesn't show Chris Jericho any sympathy.
The man has a right to know who's messing around with him. Shane should respect that.
If you're a McMahon, you don't need to do the respecting. You're respected.
We're back with you for Monday Night Raw. The confrontation between Shane McMahon and Chris Jericho last week proves that some battles don't happen between bells.
There's another battle going on away from the ring, JR. The Diva Search Contest. The finalists were announced this morning, and I've already voted for my favorite on WWE.com 24 times.
I wonder just how often you have to replace your mouse key.
These are my top suspects. I don't care who I upset. The WWE Championship means everything to me, and the Masked Man cost me it.
That's assault, man. I should go and tell...
Don't talk. Listen. The Masked Man wears camo, and I know all about your military past, Randy. And knowing you, you'll take any shortcut to become WWE Champion.
Shane already cleared me of any suspicion. I am clean. You've got nothing on me.
Jericho, I've got some good news for you. My people have zeroed in on someone without an alibi. Sounds suspicious to me. Go meet him in the ring now. Oh, and you're welcome.